Let's see. Oh man, looks like a starport and control tower are down. So honestly, I think that fOrGG might be able to anticipate this. Let's see if he puts down a science facility as well. Might be thinking about going for a drop to get some vultures to sneak along that backside. He's also already got a Goliath out, and now a third expansion going down for free. But yeah, going that quick arbiter very quickly. And it looks like he's got a Dark Templar wandering out as well, getting blocked a bit there, and it looks like he is in fact going to go for a Dark Templar drop, so four Dark Templar, I'm sorry, going into that shuttle. But again, I feel like fOrGG is going to be well prepared for this. He's got all sorts of turrets in the background. The one advantage that Free might get from this is seeing that starport and maybe seeing a dropship being produced. And yeah, 2 armories down, so both armories going down to get some of that upgrade advantage going on and maybe just overwhelm the late game, but still just running off 1 factory. So thinking about playing it a little bit more long-term game, taking and slow pushing it out to that additional expansion, where I believe Free is thinking about playing more of an aggressive game, trying to deny that third expansion into the mid-game. So the Dark Templar will be dropped. Not going to last very long. Comsat on the main, it doesn't look like it's been up this entire time, mostly relying on turrets here into the mid-game. It looks like they're going to be able to harass that command center down. So, and I believe that was an actual kill, so that's 400 lost resources right there. Maybe cancelled in time. Rubble on the ground. There's that science facility to deal with, to get that science vessel out. Also to get those level 2 weapons on the way. Dropship has been produced. I think it's, I'm not sure if Free saw it or not. But yeah, I can't see these Dark Templar being successful otherwise. That shuttle being ushered away, and that, keep in mind that expansion should be up momentarily. And SCVs, looks like they're wandering out to do a little bit of scouting, able to at least engage a couple Dragoons here. And Free, I don't think he saw that shuttle, and also all of this tech, in case fOrGG did not see it earlier, he's definitely going to see it now. So dropping these vultures back, and nothing back here to stop these vultures from just wreaking havoc inside the base. Looks like finally some Dragoons coming out, but not before a couple probes getting killed and a little bit of economic damage being done. Free doing a very good job of adjusting, though. He's only, looks like he's going to lose his 3 gas probes otherwise, and able to contain it. So very nice reaction time and very quick turnaround there. It looks like he's going to be able to clean up the mines, but again, I think more keyly, fOrGG getting a scout. He's seeing that arbiter tech going up, and in case he didn't know it before because of the lack of comsat, and setting up another dropship, wanting to make sure those Dragoons, again, playing that positional game, wanting to force the Dragoons to stay at home base, just in case when that arbiter comes out early, the Dragoons have to stay back in the base rather than on his front door, denying that additional expansion. So 2 vultures just kind of hiding there. Unfortunately, a cannon should be warping in not too long. Going to get some additional probe kills. So nice swing around. You don't see Terrans do that very often, do a quick swing around with another quick drop right there. But looks like those vultures not going to get a lot done. They're definitely not going to be able to take that cannon out, but they're at least going to force these Dragoons to come back, and they're going to stop that economy for a little bit. And it looks like, if you can see on the mini-map, it looks like fOrGG has managed to maintain position over that mineral only in the meantime, and he's going to be able to get a lot of factories back down. There's that arbiter to push up. Dragoon's not in position to really push against this, so it looks like Free's going to try to use that as a wandering force and try to use that as an X factor. Try to keep an eye on fOrGG's force should it push out. And oh, Dark Templar actually able to sneak up and catch a couple tanks before that turret was able to go down. There's that comsat able to take out the Dark Templar before really anything can get done otherwise. And while Free feels like he has a degree of map control, and while he's going to continue to harass, going to try to sneak a quick expansion to take the economic lead. The question is will it pay off? 5 factories now down 6 factories now going down for fOrGG with that mineral only. So the production not going to last for long, and honestly, I think Free's going to have I'm sorry, he already has a 3rd expansion up at the 9 o'clock. I missed that. So going to go for 4th base. So going to take the economic lead with this over that mineral only expansion, and producing more arbiters into the mid game. So he's actually pretty savvy as long as he can keep these drops, these continual drops, under control. So Free not in a bad position at all. He's still got that very, very damaged photon cannon in the back, and if there are, let's see if there's a tank in the midst of this. 2 Dragoons there to assist. There is in fact a tank with siege to assist in this. It's going to get picked off fairly quickly though with these Dragoons in the backfield, and let's see if those 2, and I don't think those vultures are going to be able to swing around to get anything done. Just planting some mines, again forcing those troops to stay at home base rather than being out in the field to defend expansions or to get any sort of contain with those arbiters out in the field. It looks like that mineral only now rolling for fOrGG, and now it's up to fOrGG. I think he can still take that 6 o'clock fairly easily to maintain that economic edge. I don't think he's going to have any trouble holding that. He can continue with those drops. I'm really not sure what Free's game plan is here. Maybe he's going to run up. I think what he's got to do is he's got to run up with a stasis really quick here. and see what he can do. And apparently I'm getting also from Ultrap earlier comment, he beat Flash in the semis. That was the Terran he ended up beating. And honestly, between fOrGG and Flash, Flash is the much better player, although there's arguments that it was more cheese and Flash playing at a low level in those matches. A lot of tanks on that secondary, a lot of turrets going up to deal with any recall. Mine's already planted in position. You can see he's just anticipating recalls, but honestly I don't think it's freestyle really to go for recalls in the back of the base, especially when his Arbiter tech's been kind of spotted out. I think he's going to go for more of a full frontal assault. At the very least, he's coming to the 6 o'clock position to try to deny that, but I think there's enough comsat to kind of push out of that position. Another drop going in, and another Stargate going down, and another siege tank with some more vultures, and let's see if Free has enough to deal with this. So persistent drops in the back of Free's base just to keep him somewhat off balance. These Zealots should be able to clean this up, and they're going to be able to take that tank out at the very least. And that cannon, looks like actually that cannon's down, so, and those Zealots not speed upgraded. Very late speed upgrade for those Zealots. And a very late speed upgrade for those Zealots on Free's part, so playing it a little bit cheap in that regard. I guess just going to rely on those Arbiters and the Dragoons more than anything else. And again, and that kind of indicates that he's not really thinking about attack, thinking about more the long economic game. Looks like some Goliaths starting to push up. They might be thinking about a push on Free at this stage, or at least to go across that 6 o'clock to gain some control here. Obs at that position, looks like 3 cannons to defend against, and Free, yeah, going for another expansion in that upper left-hand corner. Free's just going to try to take as much map as possible and get into the late game, max out, and try to contain fOrGG from additional bases as long as possible. So going for more of the long-term economic victory rather than short-term. He doesn't have any Arbiters to protect that, so he's going to end up eating some siege there. And Free getting caught a little bit by surprise, losing a couple troops. And now it looks like he's got that Arbiter protected. He's also got that Dark Templar wandering out to the 3 o'clock. So relying on that Dark Templar to deny that 3 o'clock, and also relying on that Arbiter to deny the 6. fOrGG is mined out at his main. So fOrGG a little bit hurt on resources. He really needs to go out. I didn't realize he was so short on minerals there. We are 16 minutes in, keep in mind, and both players playing very passively at this stage. Some Dragoons getting some free kills there, and let's see if that EMP goes off. That's key. Yes, EMP that Arbiter. That's huge. That's going to keep that stasis from really doing anything. That Dark Templar being ushered away. Now it's going to sneak in, try to take out that SCV and stop that command center. Actually, it might be on patrol. Yeah, it's on patrol, and it missed that SCV there. Let's see if Free can have the presence of mind to bring it up to that 3 o'clock. But yeah, fOrGG not even trying to defend that. Huge engagement right here. Zealot's getting completely wiped out though, and again without the speed, not able to really push in. They are going to get some stasis to go off, but he stasised his own observer right there, and it looks like he's enough cleanup Zealots to clean up the rest of this attack force, and that stasis really playing huge. But again, with the slow Zealots, he's got to rely mostly on that Arbiter. He was able to take out that Science Vessel fortunately, but the question is and it looks like the other Science Vessel is stasised, but it looks like he's going to pull back out of this attack, and now the Zealot's starting to push in around the backfield. I'm surprised he's having so much success with the slow Zealots, but a very nice stasis in the background, now actually able to push on that mineral only, and I think that Free might actually be able to take this game as a result, because I'm not seeing any attack forces from fOrGG to really clean this up. Maybe it's just because he's been so low on minerals, just out of minerals on that mineral only. Looks like he's got a nice surround, needs to pick off that Science Vessel. Actually looks like he's going to go for the tanks first. Nice counter EMP to keep those Arbiters making them the most worth out of them. Finally speed upgrade on those Zealots, but fOrGG is now going to get starved out of this game. He's distance mining at the 3 o'clock. That Dark Templar still retarded at that 3 o'clock position, just wandering there dirt to dirt there, not helping out whatsoever, and really being counted on here. What are you doing? That's your job, Dark Templar. He's that traitor Dark Templar that betrays the entire Protoss race. I knew it would be one of them. Anyway, Free still in a very good position. That Dark Templar again accomplishing nothing and getting wiped out, but the rest of that Arbiter troop, the rest of that Cloaking Brigade going to be able to push up against this. And honestly, that's not enough tanks. Another stasis going off to block that ramp. Brilliant stasis there by Free, blocking that ramp off so reinforcements can't push up. And I think that maneuver right there might have won Free the game. He's going to be able to take out this 3 o'clock position, and that's it. I don't think fOrGG has any more expansions he can take, and he's going to be behind. There's GG. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Once again, thank you for listening. Free taking game pretty solidly. We're going to go on to Carthage after this.